Aquarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless 5-card draw shadow reading. I am your reader, Mark-Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. My initials, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a 3rd one on the way. First one is called Spell Ingredients, second one is called Words of Grace. Words of Grace does have a Kindle version available, so I put a link in the description box that anyone who clicks it can preview it for free and see that it is primarily divided into chakra chapters. This is a chakra dense reading, so you might find it helpful. The original version of Words of Grace, however, we couldn't make it all fit on Kindle, and that is over on patreon.com/Drawing the Circle in our digital shop, as well as the only place to find Spell Ingredients at the time of this timeless recording. Although my new website is in process, it will be there eventually. There's audios and videos in the digital shop. Anyone can check them out and preview them for free. It is just a lovely thing. Some of my subscribers get those ebooks, audios, and videos automatically depending upon their level of subscription, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. Number 1, they get a daily check-in when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link every single morning. It's one of my favorite things to do. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s. The extended readings are all timeless and relationship oriented, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session. We will talk about that more at the end of the video if you want more info, and I love it. You can follow for free, you can 7-day free trial, you can shop in the store with or without being a subscriber, and check out those free previews on there because there's an awful lot of them. And if you like, click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Mark-Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal. Hi, my aqualungs, my aquariums. Let's do some explanation for the new Aquarians and crosswatchers. Then we will get into the divination. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, a 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular, but in this case, the shadow work, the releasing, the letting go, the surrendering, the spiritual alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, shifting us from toxicity to health, from fear to love, and illusion to truth, to shift us to a more golden rather than leaded timeline, and taking everybody along with us that is willing to go. We all have free will in this. So our first card down for the 8th chakra, hovering over the head like a satellite, sending down codes to all the other chakras, shifting what we attract and what we repel in our electromagnetic field. We will be using 1 card from the Caroline Myss archetype deck. That's MYSS, the PhD. Her book Anatomy of the Spirit taught me a lot about the 8th chakra, as well as these archetype cards are based on her work in Sacred Contracts, a truly life-changing work for me. So we will get that one down first. For the next 4 chakras down, the crown, the 3rd eye, the throat, and the heart, the internal feminine energy, whatever you want to call it, the goddess energy within, maybe the stuff you share with the world, maybe you don't. We'll be using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a goddess feminist deck, one of my favorites. For the lower 3 chakras, the masculine yang dynamic, you looking at yourself from the outside, maybe you from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things in which you have relationships in the physical world. And because it is a crosswatcher reading, there's often a lot of mirroring that goes on. Love the Mythic Tarot. Again, one of my favorite tarot decks ever. That will take care of all of the chakras, those first 3 cards from the 8th down to the root. We will then get a whisper from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield to help remove the 3 symbolic atoms between lead and gold. Lead is heavier and toxic. Gold is healing and lighter. And Ganesh is the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. And I love him dearly. And we will end with a Mat Khan healing mantra. And I have said it in every air sign for a really long time. Air signs have a specific edge to doing mantras and affirmations and breath work, anything involving the breath and the mind. Fixed air, Aquarius, particularly something to fixate, to help you do this, because these are healing readings. Physical, emotional, mental, relational, financial, whatever kind of healing. As one of us heals, all of us heal, because that's quantum unity for you in a nutshell. And the nutshell apparently is included in the unity because it's all that is all at once. So there's our explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise I will do anything within my power, which is is not everything, but just within my power to help anyone do their shadow work, because I would prefer a less leaded lifetime and a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life for all of us, and happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. And that's very 11th house Aquarius. So there's the explanation. Let's do the divination. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Pantheons of the Divine, one card in clarity, please, from the Caroline Mace archetype deck to represent the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra for the Aquarians and the Cross Watchers, indicating the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, shifting them from toxicity to health, fear to love, and illusion to truth for this timeless reading. The Mediator. You don't know how many Aquarians I know that are mediators. This is a wisdom family archetype. There are 9 different families or groups. Written on the card is a shadow attribute and the light attribute. I call this lead and this gold, with those 3 metaphoric elements, I should say atoms in between. So see if you've seen this in the world. Yeah, the shadow attribute, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. Please. Either personally or professionally. I think we've been seeing quite a bit of that on planet Earth since Jump. The light you're shooting for here. A gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. And I know a lot of Aquarians who are very that. I'll call them golden Aquarians, right? Now, you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or lifetime. Hello, little moth. Or you could be dealing with someone who has this archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Remember, this is a cross-watcher read and a general read. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, blah, blah, blah. All right, next 4 chakras down. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Please take a nice deep breath. My goddess's override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved goddesses, one card in clarity, internal, internal, feminine, dynamic, heart, third eye crown. What do they need to be aware of in the heart, third eye crown to assist them in alchemizing the mediator for this one? Timeless shadow reading. Oh, the witch. Major arcana card would be the magician. When it's a major arcana card in a quick chakra read like this, it takes care of the entire zone. In this case, heart, third eye crown. Now, this really says it's, well, really the magician, in this case, the witch, is the first card of the major arcana, because the fool is 0. It doesn't have a numeric value. It's in between the universe and the magician. So this is saying alignment. This is spirit, that light coming down. I don't know if you can see that light coming down through her crown. She's bringing it down into fire, earth, air, and water to manifest something. So in terms of the mediator, you are in alignment in the inside part of you, right? So you pretty much know what you need to do, but will you do it, right? It depends on the situation, but you have the possibility to manifest something here with respect for both sides of something. So, outside in, inside out, lower 3 chakras, masculine, dynamic. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My God's override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved gods, one card in clarity. Inside out, outside in, masculine, yang, dynamic, lower 3 chakras, one card in clarity. Please, for the Aquarians and the Cross Watchers, what do they need to be aware about in the physical world to assist them in alchemizing the mediator with the witch on the inner for this timeless read? 10 of Wands. The entire suit of Wands in the Minor Arcana in the Mythic Tarot is dedicated to Jason and the Argonauts, if you know the myth. If not, it's a really, really powerful myth to know about. This is the 10. They have retrieved the golden fleece. They got it back to where it needed to be, but the ship, the Argo, busted up on a reef, right? Got stuck on a reef. That's the 9 of Wands. This big wave came and got them home, but it destroyed the ship. So what we're looking at here is Jason with pieces of the Argo, 10 of them, like 10 of Wands, flaming around him. So yes, this is the completion of an element of fire. Maybe this is the end of this situation, but you might be the one or be dealing with somebody who is a mediator in this to kind of make the final judgment. A little different than the judge archetype, which is also a wisdom family archetype, but certainly this is done, or at least you're in a place of completion. And of course, when we've achieved something or gotten to the end of the story, so to speak, we can be a little exhausted and a little overwhelmed. So this will reboot as the Ace of Wands eventually, either in this situation or another one, depending upon how much shadow work you can do on this one, right? Particularly if there's resentment or anger or conflict going on here. I mean, why else would you need a mediator unless there's a conflict of some kind, even if it's not yours, right? Even if you're dealing with someone or something in conflict. Takes care of all of the chakras, those 3 cards from 8 to root. Let's ask Lord Ganesha what he thinks would be the most helpful way to remove those obstacles. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ganesha override. A place for everything, and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Lord Ganesha, what is your wise, loving, empowering oracle message to assist the Aquarians and their cross-watchers in alchemizing the mediator in the 8th, the witch in the inner, the 10 of flames on the outer for this timeless shadow read? Harmony. Oh my goodness gracious, who just got this? Somebody just got, oh, the Capricorn got this. You saw how much I shuffled. I shuffled before I turned on the camera, right? I shuffle in the intro, and then I shuffle to get these cards. So when I see repeats, I know this now, because I just read this yesterday. We are definitely looking at a second chakra card here, the color orange, and there's even the Sanskrit symbol for the second chakra there. Harmony. Now, I know Aquarians really well. Like, I have a lot of Aquarian friends. You're freaks. I love you. I love each and every one of you. So this is often about a one-on-one relationship. Second chakra can be about money, sex, creativity. But if you think a psychic umbilical cord from your second chakra to another person, this could be between you and another person where some mediation is needed. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the bookie book, as I like to call it. Harmony. I think you're going to like this one. You deserve to feel good about your existence because you exist and you're a divine being dressed up as a human character. So yeah, you deserve to feel good about your existence. This card is symbolic of your personal beliefs and what will bring you happiness in your life. Now, beliefs is an element of air. It is a thought thing. Ganesha is asking you to remember to radiate warmth and energy. That's very second chakra. Take some time to reflect on your personal values and attitudes. What do you believe will bring you the outcomes you are longing for in order to have a complete and happy life? Well, I would think a fair, balanced way of moving through this situation would be part of that. The color orange can refer to a period of socializing, activity, and new adventures. Orange is the color of the sacral chakra and is associated with the sexual organs and reproductive systems. It can symbolize happiness and love. We store our feelings, emotions, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, and connection in this domain. How deserving do you feel? That's a tricky thing, because that can change and shift like weather and bloat. When you feel that you deserve good, you treat yourself well and require that others treat you well also. Now, they're just giving me a little thing. I have a very dear Aquarian friend. I've known him for about 40 years, I think, maybe at this point. No, that would make me 15. Maybe let's say 30 plus years. Who is really struggling in his job. He might be watching this video, actually. And, you know, I'm his friend, but I'm his witch. So I helped him out as best as I could. Prayer, meditation, a little spell, a little this, a little that. And he got like the best job ever. He was really being abused, right? Because I had to keep affirming to him, you deserve better than this. Anyone deserves better than this. And he apparently agreed. So being friendly, being kind, being in harmony. Harmony is not easy. You know, musically, I tried to be a musician. There was math involved. Please don't make me do math. Two notes right next to each other, let's just say on the piano, are discordant. There needs to be a space, right? They're thirds or sixths, which is hard to say, right? So maybe this is taking some space for yourself, really going in. The word witch means wise person. It is a gender neutral in that way, in a situation that might be at its end or near its end. Of course, this is a timeless reading, so, you know, you might want to have to play with that timing a little bit on that. I like this. This is, you know, the Ten of Wands seems like our only womp womp here, aside from the shadow attribute, and that's in all the archetype cards. So let's get you a healing mantra. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Hair in the mouth. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all. Still a hair in the mouth, and with harm to none. At least it's not a curly one. As we will it, so let it be done. Please, beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, the perfect and precise healing mantra for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers to assist them in alchemizing the Mediator in the 8th, Witch on the inner, Ten of Flames on the outer, releasing obstacles through knowing that they deserve the best with harmony for this timeless shadow read. Dispelling sadness, I will feel better once I get the rest I need. I know all of the mantras, I just don't know everything written in the bookie book, because that's a lot to memorize, particularly at my age, 55. I know I don't look it. Thanks. Thank you. Saint Retinol of the repairing of wrinkles rapidly. Where are you? Did we change the alphabetical order? No, there it is. Dispelling sadness. I will feel better once I get the rest I need. I get this a lot when I pull it for myself. When sadness dissolves, you're able to acknowledge upheavals of emotion as profound healings taking place. As a result, you are inspired to give your body the rest and rejuvenation it needs, rather than to push yourself into states of imbalance. And look, I am self-employed. I am the only employee, as well as the president, of Drawing the Circle Productions for 26 years at the time of this recording. So I will push myself and burn out, and then I can't do anything, at least in the mystical realm, in terms of service, until my nervous system relaxes and unwinds. As you dissolve sadness, you become aware of the hair in my mouth today. What's going on? I swear to God, put on a little chapstick and just everything sticks to it. As you dissolve sadness, you become aware of the vital role downtime plays in helping you recharge your energy field. This mantra is ideal for dealing with depression. Depressed means you need deep rest. I mean other things as well, but it's a good place to start. Fighting against time. That's me, and learning how to relax. Well, you know, if you give me the right circumstances, I can relax. I am, after all, a Virgo. So, with all the cards on the table here, we're going to put these together in what's called the blessimation. And that way, combination of the word blessing and summation. You know, I surrender my will to the divine to do these readings before I hit the record button. But for this part, I really have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth. Last time for this reading, at least for this reading, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, that music in the background is so soothing. Oh, may we end as we began. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers, may they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, shifting them from pain to peace, from toxicity to health, and from fear to love by dispelling sadness, because they will feel better once they get the rest that they need. And that, of course, will help bring them into harmony, really embracing how much they deserve the very best. The very best? The very best of what they truly desire in life. And that does make sense, that there's something that they really want here, and the goal is in sight, or perhaps has happened but has not been realized, particularly if they are exhausted, right? That would make sense with the Ten of Wands. They will feel better once they get the rest that they need, because they have everything they need inside of them. They are in alignment. That they're probably more aware of what's going on in this situation than anyone else, unifying that heart, throat, third eye, and crown into one motion of spirit energy into the world, so that they can embrace their gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life with the respect for both sides of the argument. And may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to do their shadow work for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life, in a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world for all of life, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. And so it is, and we need a lot of healthy mediators on the planet right now in all sorts of situations, personal, professional, governmental, if you know what I'm talking about. So if you found this helpful, please do hit the like button. Will help other aquariums and cross-watchers find the reading. If you want more of me here on YouTube, do subscribe, hit the notification bell, then that other notification bell that's on there if you want, because I'm not stopping. I get a kick out of doing these general reads, although my ultimate skill is one-on-one in spiritual counseling and readings. And if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawing the circle. You can shop in the shop. Lots of free previews there you can check out, right? My subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and certainly an extensive discount when it comes to booking me for a private session. We will talk about that in a minute. I believe that's that way as the video goes. But I love it. It's the coolest thing I have ever done. You can follow for free. You can 7-day free trial, and anyone can shop in the store. So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I am the Archangel of Lions, Markangela Lions, but you could just call me Mal. I mean, I'm Leo Rising. That means Aquarius is in my 7th house. That's why I'm so drawn to them. Yeah, freaks and superheroes, all y'all. And if you want to book me for a private session, I did make a video last year for the 25th anniversary of Drawing the Circle Productions called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Explains everything basically that you need to know about what I do, why I do it, right? What I charge, Patreon, discount, and all of that. But I have now moved from Holbrook, Long Island, New York to Saratoga Springs, New York, and the game has changed. So there is a new video that will be scheduled just called Booking Mal, just easier. Keep changing the titles as I go. And you know, like, I am doing readings in my home now. I have an office downstairs. It is beautiful down there. But I need to know who's coming, because I have 3 black cats. I said Sebastian, Sammy, Belzy, and Melky, right? So if they're allergic to cats, they better bring an EpiPen. They will be warned ahead of time, right? But I'm also doing readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Phila Street. That's Phila. I have days set aside. I don't go in unless somebody's booked. So you call them directly. Then they tell me somebody booked, and then I get myself together. I go and read you, and then I come home. It's lovely. If you're local, you get me face-to-face spiritual counseling and or readings, but the majority of the work that I do is on a Zoom call. So once the client is booked, right before the appointment, I send them a Zoom link. They come into my Zoom platform where we record the entire thing, so nobody needs to memorize anything, right, or take notes. It's a conversation back and forth. I can ask them questions as needed to bring more detail, and it's totally confidential. It's totally confidential. Mercury's not even retrograde. I don't know what's going on. So at the end of the video, at the end of the session, I send them a link. They download the entire reading to their device. They tell me they downloaded it and I delete it from the cloud because nobody else needs to see that but them and anybody else they want to share it with, which is their free will to do. But the most important thing that I say in that video, booking private sessions with Mal, and I will say it in the next one too, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there is a way. I am a very well-trained witch, so we will make a way, even if we agree that they pay it forward to someone else down the line in some way, shape, or form. As long as we have the agreement, then it's all good, because what goes around comes around, and I've been on the balls of my ass plenty of times, and my friends have really helped me out, so how can I not pay that forward in that way? So yeah, click the link, check it out. I will even keep the video up after the new one because it makes my mom laugh, and as president of Join the Circle Productions, that's a call I get to make. And certainly call to your higher powers here. Draw down the moon, draw down the magic, and be the fair mediator that this world needs, because as one of us does it, all of us does it. And wouldn't you like a more fair and balanced world? Yeah, I think you would, particularly if you're following me, because that's what I'm all about. And I've said it before, I will say it again. The Aquarians are the superheroes of the Zodiac. Up and away. I'm pretty sure Kal-El is an Aquarian. I mean, look at how long it took him to date Lotus? To marry Lois Lane, depending on the timeline and the continuum and the author and the artist. So thank you so much for watching. Get the rest you need. You will feel better, and the world will seem new to you again when that next Ace of Wands comes to you. So hang in there. I believe in you. I love you. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.